Okay, guys, right here is going to be a quick tutorial how to Scythe lock. How to use Scythe lock with Torn Skills. Not necessarily a Torn Skills, but a Fantanite and anywhere to get to right. This is your most broken combo. You can use right to use it to get an extender, or if you already have an extender, you don't need that. But we're just going to assume we're just going to have 3 cards, or even just 2. You can do it 2. I'll show you guys after, but let's do like a full right and a Fantanite with an extender. So, we're just gonna start off right. You're gonna activate right. Right, it's gonna get your adventure. Adventure get a token. Then you get a torn skills. You trigger the adventure getting an equipped spell card. Once you get your equipped spell card, you keep going. Then you get your Griffin Rider. You discard it, reattaches. Sorry, little misclick there. Then you get your rider, get special summoned, and then that's your extender. Then you have 2 cards left, um, which is not bad. Right here, same combo, same play as last time. You send your graph, summon Sir, same thing. You go to your Rusty, Sir triggers, and then your Cherubini comes back. Cherubini comes out, nothing different from the before the badness. I'll show you guys what's a little different. Right here, you do have to send cloak. Your cloak is always sent now, regardless if you have another monster in grave, unless you obviously started with cloak. But if you don't have cloak in the graveyard, you need cloak in the graveyard. And the trap that you get is now shade. Shade, you must use shade. Um, there's no other way around it unless you draw it, obviously. So we continue here. You got your silent boot, same scenario as always. You get your torn skills out, triggered off the banishment of the cloak. You special summon. You go into your beast, go into Levere. I think that's his name, right? Levere, yeah. Let's see, dragon. Same thing. You trigger it out, comes out. You target the. You have to target a Phantom Knight or Warrior. Pretty much a Phantom Knight. That's the only warrior you have. The reason behind it is because now you go into your Dagda. Before you would go into a yeah, you still go into Dagda and then you would go into a Vertib, but Vertib is no longer around. So you activate, you trigger, same thing. You set. Now the only difference here is that you need 2 warriors. This is way better than playing the other scenarios. I explained why. You go into your Isolde ads. Right here you get the follow-up that you used to get off drawing 2 and hoping you get a Phantomite monster or if just any warrior type or any level 3. Well, now this is your follow-up for next turn. As you guys could read, you cannot normal or special summon slash set the monster with the name nor activate their effects. For the rest of the turn. Remember, it's for the rest of the turn. So if you had already activated, you can still do it. So just add it, and yeah, that's for your next turn. So that's pretty much the setup for next turn. Right here, you send the equip spell card. The equip spell card is obviously the last one we have. If you guys want to run double Draco Bag, go for it. I would just run a DDR. I don't think Draco Bag does anything by itself, but you go for it and get 2 Draco Bags if you want. That's why this engine works good with the adventure package because we do have a quick play. So we go ahead, we continue. We make we make our Hulk, our yeah, Hulk Fabrics, our Crystron. We go ahead and we activate its effect. Right here, I go into Ogre because it depends on the matchup you go for. You can keep Ogre, you can keep this field, but since you uh, can do more, I like to go like full extent. So same thing here. You get rid of. Sorry, apologize there. Quick little misclick. So back to where we were at. You go for 4. You go for a Palooza for 3. Now here we're assuming the turn ends. I know I did leave something out. I believe I left not adding off the silent boots, but that's pretty relevant. You could just set it. Same thing here. You activate your Hulk in main phase, and you target your Scythe off the TG Wonder Magician, and you keep going. Right here, you activate the Scythe, that's your Scythe lock, and then you change your TG Wonder Magician, and you go into your Flare. Now, why is this so relevant? Well, because as you guys can see, now we have 3 extra negates, which is huge. We don't have anything that I believe could get super polyed at this point, or anything that's relevant to getting super polyed right now. Uh, yeah, and then we have our follow up. We have another follow up that I just banished there, and we have the resummon of Torn Scales as follow up again, and this should have been added, the Silent Boots, and yep, so on. We're gonna do now torn scales and an extender. For the sake of the video, I'm not gonna activate his effect like properly. I'm just gonna activate it as an extender because I don't want to discard a card and like confuse you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and start off. So I put a card back, obviously because we're assuming we're not drawing the right. So shuffle, draw whatever's. Here we go. Torn scales. It doesn't have to be a torn scales again. It has to be any Phantomite. As long as you don't get any torn scales. Whatever Phantom you get, you just send torn scales after with the rusty. That would make sense. So here we activate it as an extender. It could be any extender that you guys already know. We could just summon the snake from Tsukuyomi. I don't know where his name is. It's too long for me. But the whole point is that this is an extender. That's what we're going for. So 2 3s, Cherubini, same thing. Send send grab, summon Sir, going for Rusty, bring back Cherubini, and then right here, you activate effective Rusty. You send the cloak. Uh, Cloak gets sent because we have the Torn Scales. If we had to start with any other Phantom Knight, that would have been either Boots or Rider Gloves. Uh, we would just send the Torn Scales. And yeah, and then we can just bring whatever when we banish back later. So here we go. We banish. We add. So everybody knows we can add off this one. If it would have been a gloves, we already know we could bring gloves. Gloves could just send cloak, and then after you send cloak, cloak then does the same thing. In the case where you have to start with silent boots, uh, you just add a trap. You discard the trap. The trap then sends whatever you want, which should be a cloak, and then you bring it back off the trap, and then now you're filled with no traps in the grid because it's gonna get banished. And same thing, you go into your 2 3s, and yeah. So we bring back the cloak, right? We go into our Dagda, and then we activate our shade and chain Dagda. We didn't activate the cloak just for the sake of the video, but you guys know you guys can make them gain 800. We go to two warriors, add our follow up. Could add any follow up. I'm just adding torn skills. You can add. Uh, I don't like to add the silent boots because we can't activate his effect for the rest of the turn. So if you do want to add a silent boots, you just have to activate silent boots before you go into Isolde. But if you want to add anything, I just think it's way better as a follow up. Or if you already have one of these in hand, you can go for your Kagemusha Knight, and then that would still be 2 3s, and then you still have full follow up in Graveyard, but so on and so forth. Right here, we did not activate the Torrent Skills effect. I just want to show you guys what we can do without a Torrent Skills effect. But in the case where you do want to activate the Torrent Skills effect, you will still have the effect to go in to special summon, and then you would have Appaloosa. But right here, just show you guys real quick, we can still Scythe Lock. Yep. So we special summon a tuner. This tuner cannot activate its effect this turn. We could activate it next turn. Cannot activate its effect this turn. So when you have a matchup where you need a pop, like for instance, if you have any Brave Engine, this is already threatening. If you have anything field spell related or anything where you can just pop, this is pretty good already. So we continue, and yeah, we set, and this should be our final board. This one's very easy and clear. Same thing, main phase, you activate pop. There's a lot of things you can do with this deck. If you want, you can just go ahead and, like I said, off turn scale, especially when the monster going to 2 3s, but you won't be able to pop because your zones will be locked, or you can just use those 2 3s in order to, like I said, go into your Appaloosa. But this one's just for the Scythe Lock. This is just off of any Phantom Knight and then a level 3 extender, which the whole deck is filled with extenders. Alrighty, guys. Third and final combo. This just requires two level threes. Any way you can get to two level threes, that's all you need. Just ignore the next three cards. These cards are irrelevant. I'll show you guys. This you just have to set, but it's not relevant. Like you don't need it in your starting hand. So we're gonna start off. Oh, look at that. Normal summon your level three, and then you get it. Then you just keep going. Shut this off real quick. Alright, two threes. Same scenario. You just link climb into your rusty, and you rusty ants. You already guys know your sir will bring back Cherubini. And from here, this is where the combo starts. Same thing. You activate, you set. Letting you guys know you can set this one, which is shade, or you can set another one if you do shade. But the whole point is that shade needs to go to spell and trap card zone because it has to serve as one of your warriors, and your ancient cloak must be sent. You do not need anything else. You need to send your ancient cloak. Uh, ancient cloak will then trigger. Not trigger. You would trigger ancient cloaks by vanishing. And then you'll get your silent boots. And now here, your silent boots could be special summoned just because you control a Rusty. Uh, and Rusty's a Phantom Knight. For those who don't know, Rusty is a Phantom Knight. I know a lot of people don't know that, but he is a Phantom Knight. Um, and you summon Shade. Yeah, you control no traps. Now you go into your two warriors, which will be Solde. She will then let you grab your follow up that you need for next turn, Torn Scales, and then you activate her effect. Send the equip spell card, you special summon Fuma, you go into your Hulk. Hulk will then special summon from deck. And now, because you control the two monsters that you need, um, you can go into your Dagda. Dagda will then stay on the field with your Hulk this turn. I know we're used to activating Dagda and then setting the Scythe. That's not necessary. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna banish, set our Fog Blade, and because we did draw another trap, another Phantom Knight's trap, we are allowed to control two. If not, you would just end up with one. So here we're assuming the next turn starts, uh, and then main phase hits. You go ahead and you trigger your Hulk, and chain two, you would have your Dagda. Dagda would send Scythe, and then you would summon your TG Magician, Wonder Magician, and new chain start. So chain one would just be the other chain actually. Would be TG Wonder Magicians targeting your Scythe. Scythe will then trigger Engrave, and then from Grave it'll summon, and then you'll have your chain one Scythe, and your chain two TG Wonder Magician, and you go into your Flare. Now here we have what we used to have, which was our follow up, and we have at least one more form of interruption, and they're under Scythe lock. Right here, you have at least two forms of interruption, which are negates, and they're under Scythe lock. So if they can get through this, like good for them. But I don't know. I don't think there's a deck right now that can do so hot under Scythe lock, unless you're playing Flungers. Flungers, you just need one. You just need one good Fog Blade, and then if they chain anything, just negate it. You should be good. And against two Fog Blades, that deck is dead. They're not playing, especially against three negates. They're not playing. Of course, if they activate, if you get hit with, I don't know. The whole point is they're not playing here. So yeah, this is your Scythe lock. If you're going for just two threes, it's easier to do it if you do have a name. But next turn you should have follow up, which is you can go ahead and use your Rusty, and then Rusty go ahead and um, set your third Fog Blade, and then send your set up your graveyard. And if you do happen to have another three, you just summon. You keep going. This is just assuming you drop two level threes and everything else is a hand trap or a brick. But in this case, we didn't use an Italy. If not, we would have extended even more. but this is just assuming you drew bad, right? You have two threes and that's all you have. So yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. I'll try to make another video of how to set up boards against the meta if you're going first, or how to play against them going second. I don't really play uh, DB Dueling Books, but I'll try to play it just to like show you guys how to play this deck going second. Going second, this deck hasn't been hit. This deck does so much better going second, but they're going first. Got hit because of Verte, but now it's even easier to set up more interruptions. Uh, for those who probably think, what do we take off from here? So your Fleur is one card you need to add, right? So does your TG Wonder Magician, and you have to also add Isolde and your Hulk. So it's one, two, three, four cards, right? So what do we take out? You take out your Link Spider, you take out your Almirage, you take out, oh sorry, Almirage. So your two Link wants to go into Verte, obviously Verte, and your DPE. So there's exactly four cards that you swap. So it's for side deck. It's also, I mean, your extra deck is also based on how you like to play the deck. Um, and that's pretty much it.